No, very. Moving along to the other Soweto Giants, Orlando Pirates. Guys, I think we can all agree. On paper, Pirates had the best transfer season, right? On paper. And then they hired a new coach. Obviously, the previous guy left for greener pastures. What he thought was.
He's already been fired by the...
There are rumors that
was quick, eh?
There are rumors that Sundowns wants him.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, but we'll get to Sundowns.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the coach, when he was hired at Pirates, a lot of Pirates fans had an idea of who they want to coach the team. He wasn't everyone's favorite. I think it's pretty evident, even from the reaction after he got hired. So as the season started, obviously didn't start very rosy. And like after Boma game one, it's like, yeah, we told you, everyone was already on his back. I mean, is it fair? I mean, look at it this way, right? He's played, he's won 3 games now. He's knocked downs out of the MTN. They're in the semifinals. So if he loses another game, they'll probably be back again. The Merchants, you know how it is. It's football. But is it fair? I mean, guys, you're a new coach. I mean, we used to speak about give the coach some time. So in terms of the treatment that he's receiving, is it fair? And also, how is Pirates, judging from the games that you've seen them play, have they been bad? I mean, even the games that they lost, how have they been playing?
I think Pirates have been good. I don't understand. I mean, people wanted him to be fired after 2 games, And you're right. I think it's because people already had their own ideas about who they think should get the job and all of that. But to answer your question, I think Pirates are playing well. I think they're doing well. You can see that he's still finding combinations. You can see, for example, with the midfield, he started with initially it looked like it's going to be Nduli and Sipho. Then Sipho was dropped. Mbatha came in. You can see that he's still tinkering with the team. He's still finding, but it's very early. And if you look at where they are, I don't think there's any reason to panic. Yeah. I think they've made brilliant signings. Some of their signings they've already settled well. Yossi Bilibili is doing very well.
Yeah.
I see the Moremi boy study. He's also starting to improve. Nduli looks good. Sipho Mbule looks good.
Yeah.
There is really nothing to complain about. I think Pirates look good and yeah, now guys, give favor Pirates. This is favor.
So Hoshebile, can they push Sundowns?
Absolutely. I think they can. And I mean, we'll talk about Sundowns, but I think if there's ever a time to catch Sundowns, it's now. And I think if Pirates don't use this opportunity and catch Sundowns right now, I think they'll regret it because this is probably the best chance you can ever get to catch Sundowns. And I think Pirates, for me, I think they're equipped to do it. I really do. I really think they... What do you think, Pa?
No. Listen, I agree with you. I was telling a friend of mine that actually the team that has the best squad in the league
it's Pirates.
It's Pirates.
Yeah.
No
But the
doubt
best
about
squad
that.
comfortably.
They've just released 2 players who went and joined Chiefs.
Yeah.
And Chiefs, suddenly these players, they're showing
Yes.
quality.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I can go and coach Pirates and win trophies. Not that I'm a best coach,
but according to the squad,
because I've got the best squad.
Yeah.
They've got the best squad.
Yeah.
They can change. They can. I watch Pirates. I'm like, yes, I've never seen this. I've never seen this in the longest time. At best, well-balanced squad.
Yeah. And exciting as well. Like now you want to watch Pirates because you want to watch Rele, you want to watch Mbule. Like they've got the thing, man. Like
they've got the best. They've got the best. It's just that the coach, like you've said, I want to emphasize on that, is that it is unfortunate that the coach is still trying to find the balance.
Yeah.
Who to play, where to play. The next thing Mbule is playing number 10.
Yeah. And he comes deeper then.
And then he had issues with Stellis because Stellis started playing well, towards the end of the match.
Yeah.
And then he took Mbule. He said, come and play 6.
Yeah.
And then Pirates just settled because he can delay the game.
Yeah.
He can control the game. That boy is something else.
Yeah.
He just controlled the game. Even the Stellis coach, he said once they took Mbule as a 6, then I knew we're not gonna see the ball anymore. So he's still trying to figure it out where to play him.
But you know what's really impressed me? Talente Mbatha.
No, but
I mean,
Okay, before Owagwamash. I need to
Oh, yeah,
Owagwamash. Yeah. You can continue.
I think we must give credit to the boy because, I mean, I personally said I felt that he did very well with what was the other Macaul.
Yeah.
But I felt that Pirates needed to sign at least 2 extra midfielders who were maybe better on the ball, and they did with Nduli. And But I like how the boys responded. You know, instead of being demoralized or now they've signed, he's actually upped his game, and you can see the improvement.
It looks good.
And actually, right now, for me, he's the first choice. The rest, but they compete. But actually, the way he's playing, I actually think Talente is probably the first choice right now. So yeah, I think
it's good.
Credit to him and the boy Seema. My gosh, the other centre back. Oh, what a player!
Do you know how many centre backs they have on the bench?
It's insane.
Yeah, Pirates.
Only Ndah is back. Sibisi, Togi, Sesane.
I thought Sesane was gonna be a first choice.
Yeah, but
it's looking like the starting centre back pairing right now. They're gonna have to lose that position.
Yeah,
as things are.
But trust me, Ndah will play.
And then there's that.
Ultimately, I think. And I mean, it's crazy because this Seema boy is really good, but only saying that for me, when he's fit, best centre back in the country. So I think it will be him and Mbokazi ultimately. And I mean, how good is that? That's as good as.
That's it. And you still have so much quality on the bench.
Still have so much quality on the bench.
It's crazy. Yeah?
It's a lot of depth.
No, it's crazy. It's one team that I watch them. I'm like, wow. Whoever recruits or transfer the scouts for Pirates is good.
But can that not affect the team spirit, because you've now got so many good players, and obviously
they all want to play.
The good thing about Pirates is that they compete for any cup, so they always have extra games.
So they'll get,
then Africa. Sometimes they've got Africa, they've got the league. Now they're going to the finals, so they're always gonna have players that say, "Listen, we play in Africa. You have to come and play. We're playing." But unfortunately, when a team like Pirates, it's competitive, it's competition, and now they're selling players. That's another positive sign about it. You do well, you can get a transfer overseas.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good sign, you know. Then the rest of the players can then fill that gap.
No. I'm fully with you. I mean, talking about selling of players, Nkota left, Rele still at Pirates. And I mean, earlier on when we were talking about Bafana, it's the same problem at Pirates. When it comes to, I don't, maybe it's not a problem. But, I mean, a lot of fans are looking at it. Apollos is playing on the left. Right? Rele hasn't been seeing as much game time as he's used to seeing at club level. The fact that he's still in South Africa, was this window maybe the perfect opportunity for him to go? But also we need to take into consideration that the World Cup is coming, right? Because wherever he goes, it's not guaranteed that he's going to be a star and he's going to play. So there's a lot at stake. So the fact that he didn't leave, is it a good or a bad thing? Or how do you guys see Rele still being an Orlando Pirates player? Will it, or maybe next season, is it a...
People are overreacting. I mean, how old is Rele? 21?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, Rele can leave. He can leave next year. He can leave whenever. It's fine. And I think yes, does he deserve to play overseas? I think he does. I mean, you would know he does. And I think the time will come, And I mean, the only problem is that in South Africa, we've got this culture of secrecy. We actually don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're all speculating. But are there offers from Europe? Are there no offers from Europe?
Nobody knows,
But to answer your question, I don't think it's such a bad thing if he stays one more season, especially with the World Cup coming. I really don't think it's a bad thing, And I see people trying to read a lot into the fact that he's not playing as well as he did last season. It happens, He's gonna dip. His form is gonna dip, and then it's gonna rise again. By the way, I don't think he's been playing badly. I think he's been good. It's just that maybe expectations are a bit high. And having Apollos, they have also heard some people questioning whether having Apollos there, affects Rele because they're playing the same position. I don't think it does. I think it just gives them more options. Because we've seen already that you can play both of them. One can play on the right, one can play on the left. They can switch. We've also seen Rele as a 10. I actually think that's where his future is, funny enough. I think he's also very good as a 10. So no, what to answer your question, I get worried Gantwana, eh?
Ntwana shabu ne.
Ntwana shabu jo.
Ntwana idlala ibholo.
Ntwana idlala ibholo.
Ahole.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I think for me, it's I could be wrong. I think ideally, this is what Pirates wants.
Yeah.
They wanna have him. The reason why they've kept him, of course, I've heard there were a few offers.
Yeah.
But Pirates wants. We've got AFCON, by the way.
Mm.
We've got AFCON now in December, Jan or something. Yeah. We've got AFCON
Actually,
before the
We've
World
got AFCON
Cup.
just
That's
now.
actually-
So what Pirates wants, they want to have their star playing in the AFCON.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine you take him overseas and then he doesn't play.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you need to adapt.
Mm.
And then the next thing he loses his form. And then the coach, decide, no, you know what? He's not playing there.
Mm.
I mean, there are current players who are playing, week in and week out. And I want to use those players there. So I think Pirates, ideally, they want him to play in the AFCON
Yes.
under
The banner of Pirates. yeah.
Pirates.
And his price will
and
only increase.
then once that happens, then going to the World Cup, then everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
And he's still under the banner of Orlando Pirates. I think ideally that's what Pirates is looking at.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to release both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kota
But
and him.
can I ask you something there?
Mm.
And I mean, a lot of people will criticize me for even asking this. But, and I'm not saying it does, I'm just asking. Does Rele also not maybe have what I call a style problem? Because he's definitely good enough to play overseas, right?
Mm.
But is maybe his style, is it possible that maybe the type of player that he is not the type that is necessarily attractive to European teams? I mean, I'll give you examples, right? We've seen a lot of players, some of the best players we've ever seen in this country. They did not go to Europe. And maybe sometimes it's just that they are great, but maybe their style, like look at Nkota, for example. Nkota is more direct, he's quicker than Rele. He's the type of winger that typically you see European teams wanting their 4-3-3s and whatever. So do you think maybe Rele's style is one that a lot of European teams can look at and think he's more suited here, but he's not necessarily? And I'm just asking, I'm not saying he is.
No. I mean, it's an honest question.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that he can play anywhere.
Yeah.
He can play anywhere in Europe. I mean, this guy went to one of the Champions League championship in England.
Went to Wolves, I think.
I think, yeah.
I went to Wolves on
Is it
trial.
Wolves? Yeah. And they were impressed.
Yeah.
They were impressed with him. They really loved him. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna give you a year or two, you know what I mean, to develop. But they were like, wow, this guy is good. He's exceptional. But it's no, he can play anyway.
Okay.
He can play anyway. He can fit easily. I mean, some of the teams that wanted him, he could easily play there. But it's unfortunate that people don't understand that also he's still contracted with Pirates.
Yeah.
And ideally, I strongly believe that Pirates, what they want is that he must go to the AFCON while he's still a Pirate player. He goes to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then from there, they can sell him.
The way Sundowns asked you
You
to
know all about that. Eh?
when Sundowns asked you to play the World Cup under them.
These things do happen.
It happens, yeah.
Hopefully it works out for him, man,
Yeah.
in the long run, because I mean he's the darling of South African football.
No,
We all wanna
yeah,
see him do well,
for sure.
and so forth.